Good evening, everyone. Warm welcome to the 55th International Film Festival of India. I am Nayan, and we are pleased to have with us cast and crew from a Marathi film, Gharat Ganpati, and a Malayalam film, Level Cross. I welcome you all on behalf of whole IFFI team.
Thank you.
I wish to let you know that this press conference is being live streamed so that the film lovers and our friends in the media can also view this remotely. We have amongst us Navjot Narendra Bandiwadekar. He is the director of the film Gharat Ganpati.
Thank you.
And he has been nominated for the best debut director at IFFI. Please give him a big round of applause. Thank you. We have Sanket Sane, who is music director of the Gharat Ganpati film, and Ashwini Paranjape, associate and executive producer. We have director of the film Level Cross, Arfaz Ayub, and lead actress Amla Paul,
Thank you.
and dialogue writer Adam Ayub. Arfaz Ayub and Adam Ayub both are father and son duo. We will now have the trailers of these movies. Lights off and trailers, please.
गणपती बाप्पा
मंगल मूर्ती.
कोण तुम्ही?
कृती आहुजा कोकणात गणपतीसाठी आली.
होय काय? न सांगता कुठल्याही मुलीला घरी घेऊन येतोस?
आई तिला मराठी समजतं.
कोकणातल्या एका गावात एक मॉड मुलगी येऊन 7 दिवस राहते. झेपणार आहे का तुझ्या फॅमिलीला?
चिंच लपवता येते पण डोहाळे नाही बरं.
श्वास तर चालू आहे.
दारूचा वास येत नाही ना? काय वाटेल ते. अहो दिल्लीमध्ये मुली सुद्धा बिंदास.
मुलीने सपाटा लावलाय. व्हिडिओ काय, योगासनं काय. हुशार आहे मुलगी. सकाळी सकाळी कुठून आणलीस फळं?
वो गणपति के सामने फ्रूट्स रखे थे ना, मुझे लगा पड़े पड़े खराब हो जाएंगे.
अरे देवा, खरे की काय?
खरं सांगा मला, नक्की काय चाललंय केतन आणि हिच्यात?
केतन दादा तुला न सांगता करेल का काही? क्यूट लिटिल मम्माज बॉय है तू. अरे ये देखो मोमोज है यहाँ पर. अगं मोमोज नहीं मोदक आहेत ते. अरे देवा, अगं प्रसाद आहे वो. तुम्हें हमारे यहाँ आना है ना, सो देवाला दाखवायच्या आधी बिलकुल नहीं खाना. हाँ हाँ.
हिला काय यायचंय आपल्याकडे?
सोडण्यासाठी हात धरत नाही मराठी माणूस.
त्या केतननी काही कुठं फिक्स वगैरे नाही ना केलं?
डर लग रहा है मुझे.
पुढच्या 7 दिवसात सगळ्यांना हेच दाखवून द्यायचंय की आपण दोघं जेव्हा एकमेकांसोबत असतो तेव्हा सगळ्यात जास्त खुश असतो.
मोजून घ्या. हा उगाच तुम्हाला लागले आणि आम्ही दिले नाहीत असं नको व्हायला.
अरे बाबा इथे लागतात पैसे लागतात.
पैसे झाडाला लागत नाहीत माझ्या. हे सगळे नुसते खोटे खोटे हसरे चेहरे आणि आतमध्ये जर इतकी जळमट असतील ना, पुढच्या वर्षीपासून 1.5 दिवसाचा गणपती ठेवायचा.
गौरी गणपती ही त्यांच्या दृष्टीने फक्त जबाबदारी असेल, पण आपल्यासाठी तो एक उत्सव आहे.
कोई तो तरीका होगा ना जिससे परिवार भी एक हो और गणपति भी 1.5 दिन का ना हो.
उद्या गौरी येणार आहेत तेव्हा तर त्याच्या तयारीला लाग.
गौरी कौन है? आप सबकी कोई रिलेटिव है?
गौरी म्हणजे गणपती बाप्पाची आई.
പലപ്പോഴും നമ്മളെല്ലാം നമ്മുടെ ഉള്ളിലുള്ളതിന്റെ 10% പുറത്ത് കാണിക്കാറുള്ളൂ. ആ ഹോൾഡ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ആ ഇമോഷൻസ് ആണ് നമുക്കെല്ലാം പ്രശ്നം തരുന്നത്.
പറയാതെ ബാക്കി വെച്ച കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ നമുക്ക് പുറത്തേക്ക് കൊണ്ടുവരാം.
ഞാനിപ്പോ ഭയങ്കര ഹാപ്പിയാണ്.
പ്രേമായിരുന്നോ എന്ന് എനിക്ക് അറിയില്ല, പക്ഷെ എനിക്ക് അയാൾ ഒരുപാട് ഇഷ്ടമായിരുന്നു.
ഞാൻ രഘു ഇവിടെ റെയിൽവേയുടെ ഗേറ്റ്മാനാണ്. ഇവിടെ ഞാൻ ഒറ്റയ്ക്കാണ് താമസിക്കുന്നത്. ഇവിടെ ആരും വരാറില്ല. ഇവിടെ ആരും വരുന്നത് എനിക്ക് ഇഷ്ടമല്ല.
ഞാൻ ഒരു ഡോക്ടറാ, സൈക്യാട്രിസ്റ്റ്.
Thank you. Navjot, I'll start with you. Please, your opening remarks about your film, please.
Hello. Yeah. First of all, I'd like to thank NFDC, IV Ministry, and everyone involved, especially jury, for selecting my first feature into Indian Panorama section, as well as nominating me for Best Debut Director. Gharat Ganpati portrays the rich and the traditions of Indian culture, which we think is somehow with the new generation is getting lost. So it's our honest belief and try to make sure that this culture and traditions are through our film they can carry forward. Gharat Ganpati is a film about the family coming together in their ancestral home in Konkan, celebrating Ganpati festival, which is happening in their house for over 100 years. And as you know, when everyone from your family comes together under one roof, it's so much fun, but it's also so much chaos. So that is what we are trying to explore, the interpersonal dynamics of the relationship of every family member. And somewhere the importance of joint family is getting lost in today's world. We are becoming very nuclear, and this is I think my tribute to our Indian culture, and I am hoping the new generation will carry it forward.
Arfas, few words about your film.
Well, Level Cross is a film which is about mainly three characters. And it's set in one location, which is a desert, and a lonely man lives there. Where a pretty girl comes and falls into his laps, and there the story begins, and how uncertain life is, and how two people from two extreme ends of the social spectrum meet, and how they discover each other, who are completely different on a superficial level, but when you get deeper, you realize that human emotions are same. So that's what the film is all about.
Amla, lead actor of the movie, would you please tell us about your role, how challenging and complicated it will be? Because I watched the movie yesterday and I was what next? So please,
Twist after twist.
Yeah.
First of all, thank you, IFFI. It's such an honor to be here. It's my first time at the film festival, and to be here and having our film screening at the Indian Panorama is such an honor. About my role, yes, it was a very complicated role and a lot of layers, but I think I was in safe hands. My director, he had clarity. He gave me a lot of clarity, and that helped me portray my character very much, and the setting, the environment he created. So we shot the film at the Sahara deserts. We shot it at Africa. So a lot of things, helped us, all the actors to, portray our role in its best form. And I loved playing Chaitali, and yeah, it was fun.
Chaitali or Shikha?
Both. For me, it's both, right?
Sanket, this music of this film is quite different, a modern and traditional mixture. What do you say about it?
Thank you, IFFI. Thank you for calling us here. Thank you for hosting us. When I have to speak up, thank you so much. When I speak about the music of the film, the approach was very clear from day one. Navjot made a film which was, to be honest, मेरे लिए film नहीं था, मेरे लिए ये रोज की जिंदगी थी. Because I come from a joint family of 25 people. We live in the same house. Yeah, we have like one kitchen. It's crazy. It's chaotic. So for me, I am scoring for my life. So I've seen chaos, fights in the family, happiness, common festivals, Ganpati in the house. बचपन से देखा है. Navjot just showed me the mirror and said, "ये ले, music कर, क्या करना है?" So it came from the heart, and Navjot was very clear from day one कि make music which is very very correct to our culture. Make music which brings out the emotions and connects with practically every Indian in every viewer. The challenge here was to make music which sonically sounds different from what is happening around us, so that we stand out. So lot of efforts, lot of sleepless nights, lot of to and fro's. Yeah, this guy laughing. Lot of efforts, lot of sleepless nights, but a lot of belief from the team. Thank you, Navjot. And we finally pulled it off after years and years of mehnat. So thank you for loving our songs. Thank you for making a lot of those songs viral and trending on Spotify. And thank you so much for the love.
Adam Ayub sir, how did you write this impactful dialogues?
Well, thank you very much. Level cross, in fact, is not just the physical crossing of a railway track and a road track. It is, in fact, the crossing of emotions of three very different people coming from a very different strata of society. The effort put in by the cast and crew you can see on the screen. But the effort the writer has taken, I mean the story writer and the director, he had been at it for a couple of years back. So it had been written, rewritten many times. I made my entry halfway through only because my job actually was very limited because I have used a very minimal dialogue. You can ask her. So what I would suggest is that you must see the film till the last frame, till even the rolling titles come up, because there is a twist at the tail end also. You should not miss it. Thank you very much.
Thank you for letting the people know, because I watched the movie and I was about to off it, and then I knew that there is a twist. Ashwini ji,
Yes.
You are associate and executive producer. Would you tell us about your journey and your association with the film?
Okay, namaste to all. So basically, this was a very challenging film for me, I'll say. Navjot is a friend, and when he said that, I'm going to make a film, it's a long format. It's my first film, and I am calling all my people and I'm asking them that would you like to come and what you are going to do? And I think please come and read the script and tell me what you feel, and then let's start the production. And so there was this first reading when almost like 10 to 12 people were there, and it was like the first draft when we read the script. And a lot of things happened before, of course. I'm not going into the details, but after the first draft, we were like all on one page, and we were like, okay, there are some changes we need to do. We'll do that, but let's start the production, and let's get into the mode, and let's do this. And I think I've given more than 100% for this film, I feel. And yeah, I just wished luck for everyone who was there on the team. And as a crew, I think we performed pretty well as a first film. Yeah.
With this, I will open this floor for questions from the audience, please. Mics.
A very good evening. My question is to Mr. R first. It's a really good adventure that shooting in Sahara in Africa, because usually the Indian films or whatever the set, they will usually go to Jaisalmer, or the whatever the in Africa, it is shot under Namibia. But how this came to your thought after conceiving the story, you set a location in. I'm sorry, my apology. I had to watch the film because maybe after. But how is your process that? Why you choose that Sahara Desert in Africa? What made you to choose that one?
Thank you for the question. When I wrote the script, the film is happening. The story is set in an imaginary world, and I wanted that world to look imaginary. surreal, not visual that you would have seen before in any other film. So initially, when I wrote the script, we were planning to shoot in Rajasthan, and that's how I pitched to the producer as well when he said yes. But after that, I had an opportunity to travel to Morocco, Tunisia for another film's Reiki. So when I was in Tunisia, I found this location which fascinated me and which I felt is the right place to set this story up. So I somehow convinced the producer, and this Level Cross is the first Indian film to be shot in Tunisia. So yeah, that is how we landed here. And the location, when you watch the film, I request you to watch the film. It's it's screening tomorrow as well. So please do watch the film if you haven't. And yeah, the location is a character in the film. Thank you.
Thank you. Congrats for you, and best wishes for the debut.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I don't know what is the connection with Jeetu Joseph present here for your movie.
Yeah, so I've been working as a co-director, associate director with Jeetu Joseph sir for 7 years. I mean, 7 films now. So he was the one who heard the story first and said that this has to be your first film, first feature film. And he's the one who connected me to Amla. He's the one where, when we were shooting another film called Koom, and I was the associate director, that's where I met Asif Ali, who's the lead hero in the film. So he's the one who set up the film, the producer, everything. So he's the one who, basically designed the whole project.
I don't know. This looks like coincidence or whatever. Both team, it's some way connected with Jeetu Joseph because Panorama Studios, all Drishyam Hindi versions, they have produced.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
It looks like a coincidence. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, yours released 26 July. Oh, wow. Oh.
Yeah, our films also released on the same day.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
2 debutants making a grand entry.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is a question for the director from Level Cross. You said your film was the first film to shot in Tunisia. So what was support the government tourism department of Tunisia offered to you?
Yeah, this is the first Indian film to be shot in Tunisia. There were Hollywood films that's been shot there, like Star Wars and many other films. The government of Tunisia is not giving any subsidies at the moment. However, they are discussing. There is conversations happening. We did not get any subsidies or discounts as such. I mean, it was all paid by the producer, but it was a good country to shoot. Difficult country to shoot because the infrastructure is yet to be developed. We had to take most of our crew from here. Of course, the local crew available were expensive, but we had to hire them because we were shooting there. We couldn't take everybody from here. So the art director, the local art director, is an art director who worked on a film English Patient. So he's that senior. So yeah, that is how it happened.
Yeah, I promote Tunisian films in the international festivals in India. I do get some short animation films, feature films.
Oh, great.
But do you met the industry people there? Any plan for co-production with that country? You have any future plans?
Well, our line producer was Alexander Nas. I don't know if you know him. I mean, he's one of the pretty well-known Tunisian producers. But yeah, I have been talking to Alexander about a co-production venture, but nothing has been finalized yet.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Congratulations for making a wonderful film.
Thank you.
It's a director's medium, so you have done a very good job. And cinematography was outstanding. And I have a suggestion. Why don't you guys dub your film in Hindi and release it?
Level Cross is now available in Hindi, Telugu, Tamil on OTT platform and Kannada on OTT platform.
Great.
Navjot.
Yes.
In the film, there is a conversation about womanhood, or I
Yeah.
would say Baipada in Marathi. Shed some light on it. What is your idea, and what do you want to convey by this conversation to the film's audience?
I think this has come very subconsciously because I believe I've been raised by very strong women in my life. Hence, I think unknowingly all my films and projects have women at the forefront. So the idea was that because there are this to 7 different strong characters, all portraying different shades in their life. I wanted to have the conversation about what is the definition of womanhood as per them, because everyone is from different generation. They have lived a different life. For example, a grandmother who is 75-year-old but is still progressive. The other, her daughter-in-law who's staying in the same village but has a different mindset of moving around only the husband. The other daughter-in-law stays in the city and then she has a different mindset, and the new generation. And in this mid-set, there is this non-Maharashtrian girl coming into Konkan and asking the question of what exactly is womanhood for you. And so I just wanted to highlight that fact and maybe start a conversation somewhere. And it's very beautifully the character Kriti asks the question, and that's where we leave. And that's what I wanted to be at for the audience as well. That everyone has their own definition, but isn't womanhood also about living your own life and having your own self-respect?
Yeah, my question is to Amala. You told this is your first time coming for IFFI, but you have got 2 films. Goat Life also, Prithviraj, next week we have got screening. And again, coincidentally, that is also desert film shot in Jordan of that one. And how was your experience in this Sahara deserts? Can you, and also Goat Life and your IFFI experience? Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. So, yeah, very, very, very grateful that it's a dream come true to be at IFFI, and it really rained in my farms. So, 2 films are screening and 2 of my very special films. So, well, I shot Ardujivitham first. My portions for Goat's Life, we shot it in 2018. So, the whole desert, all the sufferings and all the hardships that they went through, I was not part of that schedule. So I was kind of, missing all that. And that's when Arfaz came up with Level Cross, shooting at a desert, and I got the experience. So I remember texting Goat Life director Mr. Blessy from Tunisia, saying that now I understand, even though it was much less compared to what they went through, but still, there were days that when we came back to a hotel, and like how much ever we are under the shower, like the sand doesn't just go away, it just sticks up, to your nose and ears. And there were sandstorms, and we shot this in Sing Sound, so we had to literally wait for it to pass. And desert is like really extremely unpredictable to shoot. And I remember for my last day, my last scene, we were shooting, and then that's the first time I saw tornado, in my life first. And there were like extremely dangerous snakes. So the whole crew members used to like literally yell at us, like, don't stand there, don't stand here, like you're dead, bro, in like 10 minutes. So it was all in all adventure shooting there, and I really enjoyed it, being a traveler, and Thank you.
नवजोत,
Yes.
सिनेमाचं लोकेशन बघितली तर
Yeah.
कोकणातली आहेत का? आणि कोकणातली असेल तर दाखवताना एक त्याला सिनेमॅटिक एक दाखवलंय, नॅचरल थोडंसं वाटलं नाही ट्रेलर बघितल्यानंतर. आणि जी कृतीची एंट्री आहे ती महाराष्ट्राचा ऑडियन्स प्लस भारतातला ऑडियन्स असं गृहीत धरून ती एंट्री आहे की कसं केलंय?
I think I'll ask पहिला क्वेश्चनचा उत्तर देतो. Can you ask that question again? जो पहिला होता तो.
लोकेशन कोकणातली आहेत का?
All the locations. So I'll tell you, the house that we see, the interior of the house is in Kerala, because I wanted a very big. Yeah, you are sure.
We are from Kerala.
Okay. This is a great thing happening here.
Yes.
Film released on the same day. Okay. Yeah. So the interior of the house is in Kerala, because.
Which part of Kerala?
So, So, but the entire exteriors are real Konkan. I'm glad you said that it doesn't look real, because that is our honest try to portray. See, Konkan, I'm not sure how many people have been to Konkan, but it is as beautiful as going to different countries that we go, and you enjoy your beaches. It's completely untouched. It's blue waters. Like, I'll give you an example. I don't know how many people have seen the film, but the opening of the film has a dolphin shot. Okay, and on the day one, and I'll tell you where we are shot. We're shot in Guwahati, Palshet, Dabur, and the area around. And we were shooting. It was the shot where Nikita Datta is doing yoga, and all of a sudden I see the crew yelling, and I was like, "What happened?" And we were on the beach, and we saw a pool of dolphins just jumping, and that is when we sent the drone to shoot that. I have never seen blue waters like we see in Konkan, which is just like 200 kilometers from Bombay. Like, we take a flight of 5 hours to see it, but you don't need to do that. And the other thing is, I'm not sure if you know, but there's this thing called as bioluminescence. Yes, when the water glows. I was fortunate enough to see that in Guwahati as well. So it's there in India. We don't need to travel. And I have experienced this because I come from my ancestral places in Devgarh. So I've seen this, and for a very long time I wanted to bring out that beauty and take it to the world and show how beautiful Indian areas are. Sorry, and what was your second question?
कृतीची जी एंट्री
हां.
आहे ती महाराष्ट्राचा ऑडियन्स प्लस भारतातला ऑडियन्स असा धरून क्रिएट केली की नाहीतर विषय कोकणातलाच आहे, तो कोकणातलाच विषय असल्यामुळे
नाही, सो ते कसं आहे की तुम्ही पिक्चर बघितलाय ना?
नाही नाही, मी आता फक्त ट्रेलर बघितलं.
Acha, okay. I think you will get your answer when you see the film. But the whole point is that during the Ganpati festival, when the Gharat family is coming together to celebrate the festival, our lead character Ketan brings his North Indian girlfriend into Konkan's house so that they can try and win over the family and get married. But she comes from a nuclear family, and she's considered as an outsider. And from an outside perspective, it feels like the family which is united is actually not united, and it's a dysfunctional family. So it's a character demand, and that's why it's how it is, the Kriti's entry. Thank you.
Arfaz, last question for you.
Yes.
Your film is a psychological thriller. It's always a difficulty to make this kind of films from the other category of the films. So what would you like to say about it? How difficult or challenges it was there?
I did not look at it from a point of view of, okay, it's a psychological thriller, so it's got to be difficult. No, the script was written. I mean, once the script was there, then all you had to do was to shoot it well, to communicate, convey what the script says. So it wasn't challenging because it was a psychological thriller. It was challenging because of other reasons. Like Amla said, we were shooting in desert, so sandstorms could come anytime. There were snakes which were poisonous. The place where we were shooting, which is in the middle of the Sahara Desert, when I went to see the location, I walked with my line producer. So we walked a long way and we figured out this particular spot. Then I said, okay, this is where we're going to shoot. But we had come walking. There was no road access there. So we had to first make a road from the highway, 2.5 kilometers road till that place. So these were the challenges that we faced. I mean, to just name a few.
Thank you. I think we have seen here the best fusion of the two films in one press conference.
Yes.
These beautiful films in regional languages of India showcase the diversity of our Indian cinema. And we hope that IFFI will help you to connect to the larger audience or to the world. I thank you, all the guests, on behalf of whole IFFI team. Thank you so much. And we have a small token of gratitude for you.
The photo already here.